Go, go, go! Stop right there! No! No, he said no. Move it, Jelly Belly! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, do you ever wonder why we have this job? You know, like, how the police start and all that? I had a feeling you'd ask that. Well, I'm glad you asked. Who are you? Well, to answer your most excellent question, we must go back to the year of 1829. Wait, what? What's happening? Oh God, no, 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 no! Ah! So Robert Peel was. Hold on, let me just fix the music. This is too fancy for me. No. No. Oh God, no. Ah, there you go. So Robert Peel was a man of many talents, and he did many things. He could read, he could write. What else did he do? Oh yeah, he invented the police and prisons and fixed the. How much did this man do? Let's start with the police. Peel's police force was simply made because the previous law enforcement kinda maybe sucked. Well, it didn't suck, but it was pretty ineffective. So Robert came around and he was like, no, we'll forget these guys, and they'll walk around, and then they'll beat people with batons, and then we'll arrest them. Well, that might not exactly be what it is, but I think you get the idea. Now, these guys were dressed in blue tailcoats and top hats, and for some reason a lot of them have beards. I guess it was a thing back then. Now, if you wanted to be a policeman, you had to fit some pretty strict guidelines. You had to have a clean record, so that means no crimes. And you had to be 20 to 27 years old. And you had to be at least 5'7". And this led to the police we have today. Moving on to prisons. Prisons back then were much, much, much worse than they ever could have been. They were cramped, the buildings were unsuitable, the food was bad, the water was bad, and women were sexually exploited. So good old Robbie came along and he said, oh,
I can't believe you've done this.
So he made proper buildings, men and women were separated, people had their own cells, and he put in real food, like carrots. I don't know, was it carrots? I just guessed. But just like the police, most of these changes have stayed the same ever since. Finally, if you don't know what the bloody code was, here's a selection of blood-related gifts to give you an idea of what punishments were like over the past few hundred years. Yeah, there was a lot of death. And of course, I mean, are you even surprised at this point? Robert was the one to bring it to a close. Why? Well, the death penalty simply just wasn't working and crime was still skyrocketing. In addition to this, public executions were also abolished, because it stopped becoming a deterrent and more of an entertainment. It also was a huge crime hotspot for theft and pickpocketing. Wow, Robert Peel, you're a super amazing guy who definitely should be learned more about, am I right? Wait, whatever happened to the criminal?